Living with mental illness can sometimes feel like we're hiding our true selves.
Maybe we're fighting through our symptoms to appear normal.
Maybe we're hiding them out of fear of the unknown or judgment from others.
Or maybe we're hiding simply because we experience things you can't see on the outside.
But one of the ways we can normalize the conversation around mental health
and confront that fear is to peel back the layers to help others understand.
This is my experience living with anxiety,
With depression,
bipolar disorder,
borderline personality disorder,
With anorexia.
My anxiety stems from a time when I felt so incredibly certain about something and it turned out to be a lie. I have this fear of making a wrong decision because I once did. And now I can't trust myself with the smallest decisions, like even picking chapstick.
On certain days with depression, the thought of doing anything other than sleeping is overwhelming. I waste hours or days asleep and I don't notice until I have good days. It's easier to say I'm just tired than to explain that I'm in a depressive episode.
Bipolar disorder sounds scary to those who don't share the diagnosis, and just sharing that can cause a lot of misunderstanding.
Living with BPD is isolating. It feels like there's nothing in the world that can fill the void inside of me. It's difficult to explain this feeling to someone who's never experienced it. I fear judgment from people who don't understand.
I get stuck in my head and feel alone. It's a fight between my rational brain and my emotions. I fear that if I show my insecurities, I'll get hurt. It's easier to turn inward and shut down.
I'm a people pleaser by nature, and that results in talking too much and oversharing to make others happy. My anxiety tells me that people won't like me if I don't open up and share.
Often people see me looking productive, but they don't know I'm just taking full advantage of the days that depression is giving me a break. I have to plan my life around unpredictable highs and lows. And in those lows, even doing something you normally love can be too demanding.
When I'm manic, it may seem like everything is great. I talk a mile a minute, make plans, and try to do everything. I don't need to sleep or eat until finally I collapse from exhaustion.
Dissociation feels like my body isn't mine and I'm drifting away. Sounds are blurred, and even if I'm staring at something, it's like I can't see it. It takes time to pull myself out of it and gets worse when I'm stressed.
The irrational part of my brain tells me I'm setting myself up for failure. I compare myself to others and doubt the things I know I can do and have done. None of this is true, but self-doubt is powerful.
Public reaction and reception is a huge part of being a creator. There's this fear that people will perceive you as this annoying, self-promotional person. And when I create art that's poorly received, it makes me feel like I'm not good enough.
People see a funny, lighthearted person who doesn't take life too seriously, someone who is never sad. It feels like I'm a happy person trapped inside of a depressed mind. And it drowns out those loud thoughts in my head of not wanting to be alive. I use humor to hide because people never question a funny, positive individual.
When I feel like this, I can't stop sleeping or eating. I hide how I'm feeling because my brain makes me believe I'm a burden.
My mind is running 1,000,000 miles a minute and my moods are constantly fluctuating. I feel like I don't know who I am because I can't just stay one way for long. I feel like consistency is something I'll never truly experience.
Everyone deserves love, and when I feel like I don't, I can convince myself of anything. I spiral towards darkness.
All of this is just me.
But now you can see me without the layers I hide behind.
Check in with me when you know I have a big or small decision coming up.
Check in with me on those weeks that I'm constantly tired, because it means more than just being behind on sleep.
Check in with me if you notice I am twitching or fidgeting a lot.
Check in with me if I seem emotionless or distracted.
Check in with me when you see me shut down and turn inward.
If we can normalize living with mental illness
and have a conversation about it,
then maybe it'll be easier to remove those layers completely.